All right, peace, y'all. What's good? God Science up in here. Hope the fam, everybody's doing good out there. Before I even start, excuse me, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching the videos. This is the continued series of music producers that inspire me. And as you can see, it's the 3-6 Mafia. That shit sucks. Yes, Juicy J and Paul, KOM, King of fucking Memphis, baby. All right, now I'm from Brooklyn, New York. All right, and I've been in Florida for a while, but between my mom and my dad getting a divorce, me and my older brother, while we was living in Florida, we always went back and forth up to New York. So, and we was, we saw the creation of hip hop from the 80s to the 90s, the golden era, people call it that. And so we was always stuck, that was embedded in us, the East Coast sound, the New York sound, which was real dominant in the 90s. So I didn't really look at southern producers that much. I mean, in Florida, you had the Luke Skywalkers, you had the around this area, a man by the name of DJ Magic Mike, and it was more real bass booty type music. All right, and I know about the Beats by the Pound with Master P, but I'm gonna focus. 3-6 Mafia was kind of different to me. Now, I have to credit my one of my younger brothers, Jay Supreme. He actually went to Job Corps in Kentucky, and when he went there, that's when he was exposed by with 3-6 Mafia. He told me that's all they were playing. So when he came back to Florida, he was telling me about this group called 3-6 Mafia. Of course, around that time I was stuck in Wu-Tang Clan and Def Squad. That was my two main groups. And so I never really paid it any mind. I just passed it off. They're probably doing booty music or whatever. But he had a CD called World Domination Chapter 2. And that's the first taste I got of 3-6 Mafia. And when I really listened to that album, it blew me the fuck away. I could make an argument right now. That trap sound that you hearing right now, that's real dominant everywhere. I can make an argument that 3-6 Mafia invented that shit. All right? A lot of elements that are in trap music, they were doing that shit in like 94, 95 in Mystic Styles. Now, Mystic Styles were like their first project. They had other mixtapes, but Mystic Styles was like their first real album, official album. It didn't really gravitate to me like that, but World Domination is when I really got hooked on 3-6 Mafia, and it was something different about Juicy J and Paul. You can tell they were music producers. You can hear a musical influence in their music. They used samples, which was I didn't hear a lot of, if there were southern producers using samples, I wasn't aware of it. They were like the first music producers that came out of the South that were using samples, but doing it in a total different new sound. I mean, they created a whole new sound. All right. And after I heard that album, I was hooked. Fam, I was hooked. I got probably every single project that they did. Now, Juicy J and Paul, they carried a lot of albums. I mean, the Hypnotized Minds Camp, the Prophet Posse, whatever. They did the majority of everybody albums, from Gangsta Boo with her fine ass. Inquiring Minds is one of my favorite albums of hers. I ain't got to talk about Project Pat. Project Pat, one of his first albums, was probably a freaking classic. All right. and they did mostly all the productions. They were really freaking super producers, and it took me a while to get, like I said, to get, because I wasn't really, into southern rap. But 3 6 Mafia opened up the whole different world of hip hop and beat making. They were doing things. They were. I mean, I don't think they get enough credit for what they created. Everybody should probably be paying them some check, because if you really listen to the trap sound and you go back to the 3 6 Mafia albums, you were hearing that the double up hi hats and all those things. They were doing that shit. So I know that Ti is credited for that name, trap music, the trap sound. Ti was one of the first ones when he came out with that album, Trap Music. He was the first one to coin that phrase, trap. But the sound behind the trap music, I gotta give it to 3 6 Mafia, man. And some people might argue with me on that, but I think I got a strong ass argument on that. All right, a lot of elements in the trap sound, that dark. 3 6 Mafia had the thing about it that I loved about these dudes is that, first of all, I thought they're worshiping the devil. Okay, they had a lot of dark sounds, like a horrorcore style. In the 90s. I'll probably say around 93, 94, there was this little phase where they had something called horrorcore. That's where you had the Gravediggers, the Flatliners, the Mighty RSO. It was it didn't last that long, but that horrorcore style of dark beats, and they did say some dark things, and their lyrics, okay, now their lyrics is real ratchet. All right. Don't play 3 6 Mafia around your kids, if your kids, because I tried it and I just couldn't do it. It was just a fuck this and fuck that. 3 6 Mafia was to the point. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't gonna water shit down. They wasn't gonna censor shit. They were talking about things, and there was just reflection of things that was going on. They were like the real. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was snorting cocaine. A lot of hip hop back then in the 90s, it was more of smoking weed. Not a lot of rappers talked about snorting coke. We know it was going on, but a lot of rappers didn't talk about snorting cocaine. 3 6 Mafia did. All right, they talked about real ratchet shit, tear the club up. You can say that they created that crunk. That was real when Little John came out with the crunk movement, and Trillville and these dudes out of Atlanta. 3 6 Mafia was doing crunk style music way before that. All right, with Tear the Club Up, DJ Paul, Juicy J, and Lord Infamous. Rest in peace to the brother. They had that Tear the Club Up, to the Club Up album. They were doing that crunk shit. Like I said, these dudes was real ahead of their time, man. Real ahead of their time, man. And I just, I was great to see them win the Oscar, because I think they deserved it. Because a lot of people just, back then, we gotta admit the East Coast was a little arrogant. They had the hold on hip hop. And they didn't want to give it up to anybody. The West Coast used to come in and just elbow and be like, nah, we're going to get some space here with Dr. Dre and Snoop and DJ Quick. But the South didn't really get it's, a lot of people didn't want to let them in. And that's one of the reasons why I think that how the South has a hold of hip hop right now so long and so strong. Because they remember when they were trying to get in there, nobody wanted to, because it was just a stigma of, oh yeah, they're bringing that booty music. They ain't gonna bring nothing to it. DJ Paul and Juicy J. I gotta give props to 8 Ball and AMG. You know what I'm saying? We know what they did. You know what I'm saying? Underground Kings. It's other great Southern groups out there, but I'm talking as a producers. I don't think nobody could touch these brothers out of the South. And of course, my favorite member out of the group was Juicy J. I think Juicy J, he shined a little bit more on lyric wise. I loved his flow. He had a lot of bars. Juicy J has bars. You know what I'm saying? He can rhyme. Now he will rhyme about some ratchet shit, but he can rhyme. But as a music producers, these are two talented brothers, man. And one of their the classics. If you have to have the Hip Hop Hall of Fame and you have to put greatest albums of all times in there, we have to put When the Smoke Clears up in there. I think When the Smoke Clears is one of the greatest albums they ever did, period. That album you can put on and play the whole shit through. No forward, no rewind. I mean, I probably know every song back to back by heart. That's one of the greatest albums I think they ever did. The Most Unknown was another favorite of mine, but I think when they dropped When the Smoke Clears, they were real creative. They were working great together, and I think that's when they had what I call the glow. When the producer has the glow, when they're at their peak, where whatever button they fucking push, it's a freaking hit. And When the Smoke Clears, definitely, man, definitely. I still play that album today. And like I said, if you listen to that album, you will hear trap music, you will hear crunk, you will hear things that people weren't doing before 3 6 Mafia. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, so like I said, we know that the trap sound is everything today. It's dominating hip hop right now. But like I said, if you disagree with me, go back into 3 6 Mafia catalog, because they got a tight catalog, and listen to those albums, and you tell me if you don't hear the fucking trap sound right up in there. You know what I'm saying? So these brothers was mad ahead of their times. I hope they come together. We know the success of Juicy J. He reinvented himself. You got to give it up to Juicy J, doing songs with Katy Perry. He's down with Taylor Gang. You know what I'm saying? DJ Paul just dropped the KOM Year to Six. I think that's the title, but great album. I always follow these brothers, no matter whatever project they put out, because I'm such a fan of their music. You know what I'm saying? DJ Paul with his dark, they just got that dark sound that I love. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I really hope that they come together. I know the contracts was fucked up with Sony and things like that. And they always had solo albums. I have all their solo albums. It's just that I think this time around, Juicy J, he got hit. He got a hit. Bands to make him dance. But Juicy J is he's no fluke. He definitely one of the top producers to me. DJ Paul, one of the top producers to me. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of great groups that come out of Memphis. But when I think of Memphis, man, I think of 3 6 Mafia, because they were such a force and they were so ahead of their time, man. Musically, they were just doing things that a lot of people are doing today. So, what you guys think out there, man? 3 6, definitely one of my greatest music producers. Definitely inspired. Y'all go check that out. Y'all youngins, go check that out. You definitely gonna be inspired. Thank you for watching. And I'm gonna be up with more music producers that inspire me. So y'all take care out there and be safe. All right, peace.